I have two relatively brief thoughts related to OpenAI and generative AI in the context of enterprise risk management. One is velocity of risk, and two is third-party risk management. Let me explain. Velocity is a concept within ERM that is not really widely adopted by many organizations. While most organizations evaluate risks in terms of their perceived impact and their perceived likelihood, that being a low, medium, or high impact or likelihood, velocity is not really incorporated into those programs. But perhaps given the adoption of AI, OpenAI, generative AI, that needs to be reevaluated. Let me explain. If you look at ChatGPT, upon its launch, had generated over 100 million users within 60 days. Roughly 50 million of those users were within the United States, trailed by India, where 5% of those users were in India. And if you also evaluate the fact that things like the internet, which were widely adopted within about an 8 or 9 year time frame, and then you had mobile computing, which really was widely adopted within, say, a 4 to 5 year time frame, and then you look at cloud computing, which was adopted within about a 2 to 3 year time frame, is that OpenAI and generative AI, the pundits are saying that it will be adopted within about a 12 to 18 month horizon. That number is really stunning, and it needs to be evaluated, whether it's the upside of risk associated with AI or the downside of risk associated with AI. It should be within the ERM discussions of organizations right now. My second thought relates to third-party risk management as it relates to AI, generative AI, and OpenAI. Is that many organizations right now are sort of taking a wait-and-see attitude about AI. They're sort of saying at this point, we're going to see how it plays out before we begin to adopt it. I really have two reactions to that. One is that surveys are indicating that a wide and growing use of tools like ChatGPT are being used by the workforce now. And that seems to be unknown to senior management of those organizations. And the second is, you have to question what third parties that we rely upon are using OpenAI, generative AI, and the tools that they provide in the services that they're providing to our organizations. I was recently in a discussion with AI investors and risk specialists and AI consultants, and we all widely agreed about this speed of adoption being a force that needs to be evaluated, and the other being third-party risk management. There were several members of this group discussion who had indicated that perhaps the risk response would be evaluating SOC reports, that's SOC reports, that stand for System and Organization Control Reports. And this is a framework that's been established by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants to evaluate things like security and privacy and processing integrity. The problem with that strategy is that the speed, this velocity of the institution of AI into the workplace, into organizations, is going to far, far outpace the speed and the cadence that occurs with these SOC reports, which are typically produced every year on an annual basis. But by the time concepts like AI are really firmly embedded in the description of processes and controls in these SOC reports, we're looking at like a 2 to 3 year horizon. So the strategy about utilizing SOC reports to evaluate third-party risk management is really not well-founded at this point in time. But that doesn't mean the risk goes away. To learn more about AI and how to institute AI into your ERM programs, check out ermexchange.com.